Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Searching for space. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Running inside, it's Pryor. There he goes! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll ride him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get him push up front, and go get positive yardage.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Jones wants to throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 26, it's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with.
Makes the grab and room to run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Got the first down. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit as he throws. Got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Fires immediately. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll, and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. These corners going to give them some space. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Well, they tried to play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff. The receivers generally are running routes further downfield, so the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Right side, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Dogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Frazier. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldog. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After changing into the field. Jones to throw. Look out! And he avoids the sack. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7, then they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Handoff for Ball. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Out wide right, it's Mays. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. So he recovers his own fumble, but they will have to turn it over on downs.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Bowen. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Well, it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He'll set up to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. It'll go out of bounds, depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the draw, it's Pryor. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense. On the ground with the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Pulls it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things couldn't have gone much worse the last time they had it, Jesse, giving up that fumble for a touchdown.
You're right, Reese. Because of their own carelessness, they've spotted the opponent a touchdown. It's now imperative, David, this offense takes the field and gets that touchdown back.
Well, and you get right back on the field, right? You just made the mistake. They scored. Now I get an opportunity right now to make amends.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer. That guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jones wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third and long right here. Gonna look downfield again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He's got enough. He's running free down the middle. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hits inside. It's Pryor. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Jones to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Has to have it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gators will hustle to the line.
I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw for it. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bust through behind his pad. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it. He snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the home team in front against this heavyweight of an opponent today. It's early still, but this one has the potential to really shake up the rankings. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Ball again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Here's a give the ball. Finding some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All over him immediately.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Rides to the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Jones wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off play action on 1st down. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this 2nd half.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with ball. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll line up to go for 2. Jones to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They come out for the first time in this 2nd half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got his man. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Rush right in his face. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it to Ball. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines. Get it.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. calls it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Second and long here. Motion from the wideout. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Brown. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Delay to the back. It's Pryor. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Needs it. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
Right, he said he would be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Sees a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking.
Touchdown, Gators! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Snags a quick pass on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. Into the secondary on the right. Smashes ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sending the offense back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Handoff again. They've got him corralled.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Frazier again. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Quick give. It's Bowens. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Handoff for Ball. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box, so that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's third down. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Throw to the end zone, picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Defense all over him.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's a give the ball. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.